Chris Johnson, 13 carries, 68 yards. Of course, he averaged over 5 yards a carry. Together, the Jets ran for over 200 yards. Of course, Ivory had over 100 yards rushing, 10 carries, 102 yards. He averaged 10 yards a carry. Got a Twitter question here. This one comes from Mets fan 444. He says, how important is Chris Johnson to the Jets offense this season? Start with you, Chad. What do you think?
Well, if they're going to do a two-back type of offense where they get him in open space and they get him, out with the offensive lineman on those screens, I mean, come on, this guy in the open field, this guy is lights out. And then with Ivory up the middle, don't put Ivory on the edges like that. I like him when he goes up the middle and he cuts and takes on those big boys. This is an unbelievable 1-2 punch.
Yeah, and let's not forget Bilal. Pow. What do you think? How important?
I think he's huge. Anytime he's in the backfield, there's somebody on the defense that is assigned to him, whether that be a safety, a linebacker, somebody's watching out to see where Chris Johnson is. And that's taken away from their defense, from guarding another guy, from guarding Eric Decker, from guarding to Cumberland. They have to make sure they know where he is, and that's a big distraction. And whenever he gets the ball, like you always say, he can hit his head on the field goal post.
For me, it's real easy, and nobody really talks about it because I really don't know why, but he's going to catch 50 balls out of the backfield. You talk about an extension of the run game. Chad alluded to it, those little quick screens, but again, when you get him one-on-one with a linebacker, you get him one-on-one with a safety, they'll realize how fast he is when he runs right past them. And again, I think he's going to be instrumental to the success of Geno Smith and this offense.
I'm happy you mentioned Geno Smith because that's how he's going to be effective. When you got a good running game like that, Geno's going to have a lot of opportunities.